Hollywood has been buzzing nonstop ever since whispers began spreading that Amal Clooney, the internationally respected human rights lawyer, allegedly issued sudden divorce threats that caught even George off guard. Fans and insiders alike were stunned, mainly because George and Amal have always portrayed one of the industry's most stable, polished, and admirable marriages. The thought of trouble brewing inside the Clooney household instantly sent shockwaves across the industry. For years, the couple has been seen as a symbol of elegance, intelligence, and balance, a rare combination in a world often fueled by chaos. But when reports surfaced claiming Amal was reaching a breaking point over certain tensions that had supposedly been quietly escalating, the speculation grew louder. For days, George kept silent while tabloids filled the void with wild guesses. But after the pressure mounted and the rumors became too big to ignore, he finally responded. His words didn't just silence the room, they changed the entire direction of the conversation. George made it clear that he was aware of the swirling stories and that those closest to them knew the truth. However, he didn't deny the fact that the last few months had brought new pressures into their relationship. He acknowledged the emotional strain that comes with managing two high-profile careers, parenting young twins, and balancing private family life with the constant public spotlight. George's tone wasn't defensive or dismissive. Instead, he sounded reflective and honest, which only made people even more curious about what was really going on. Insiders claim that Amal's schedule has become more demanding than ever, with long hours, global travel, and intense legal commitments. Meanwhile, George has also been navigating his own workload, juggling production projects, brand responsibilities, and unexpected Hollywood demands. The combination reportedly led to repeated moments where the two simply couldn't align their time, energy, or emotional availability. The real turning point, according to whispers, was Amal feeling that she was carrying more weight at home while George was stretched thin with his own obligations. For a couple that prides themselves on partnership, this imbalance may have hit harder than either expected. Although George did not directly address the alleged divorce threat, his acknowledgement of the pressure spoke volumes to fans following the story. George emphasized that nothing matters more to him than his family. His statement was heartfelt, direct, and carried a tone that suggested he was fully aware that silence could easily be misinterpreted. Many observers believe George's openness was his way of taking responsibility for the tension without fueling drama. His message highlighted his commitment to his marriage and to finding solutions rather than letting the situation spiral. For Hollywood, which feeds off scandal, this honesty was almost shocking. But for longtime fans, it was exactly what they expected from someone who has always been known for his sincerity and calm nature. The reaction from insiders was immediate. Some believe George spoke out because he wanted to control the narrative before tabloids twisted it further. Others think his statement was a subtle reassurance to Amal as well, a public display that he is still very much invested in their relationship. Hollywood experts noted that the timing of his response was strategic, landing right as the rumors were reaching their peak. By speaking with clarity, vulnerability, and a sense of grounding, George managed to cool the wildfire of speculation, at least slightly. Yet, the public is still eager to know what happens next. Despite the intense speculation, one thing remains clear: George and Amal are not the type to let public noise dictate the fate of their relationship. George's words strongly hinted that the couple is committed to working through their difficulties, no matter how challenging they may be. Amal, on the other hand, has remained silent, which many interpret as her choosing to prioritize privacy over public conversation. Their future may not be as uncertain as the headlines suggest. In fact, George's statement could be seen as the beginning of a renewed chapter, one built on understanding and realistic expectations, rather than the perfection the public often tries to impose on celebrity couples. At the end of the day, George Clooney breaking his silence reminds the world that even the most admired relationships face struggles. Fame doesn't erase pressure. Success doesn't guarantee harmony. And love, no matter how powerful, requires communication, sacrifice, and constant effort. What truly matters is how the couple navigates through it together. And from George's heartfelt words, it seems clear he isn't going anywhere. If you found this deep dive interesting and want to stay updated on everything happening with George and Amal, make sure you subscribe right now and turn on all notifications. New details could break at any moment, and you'll want to be the first to know. Don't forget to like, share, and comment your thoughts below. Subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.